My name is Eric Sager. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Journal of the Association for Vascular Access, as well as AVA's Director of Communications. And I wanted to put this video together for potential new authors submitting manuscripts in JAVA's new editorial manager. It's called PureTrack, the screen that you're looking at right now from Ellen Press. If you are interested in submitting a manuscript to be published in 2019 or beyond, I would like you to please start submitting it through this. So this video will help you establish an account and then submit a manuscript. So initially, we're going to establish an account. So as you can see, this link up here, the editorialmanager.com/java/default, it will be included in the email sent to you informing our membership of the transition to a new publisher, as well as subsequent emails shared with you in the near future over the next few months. And it will also be shared on AVA's social media channels. So please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. So once you click or come to this address, you'll come to this page right here. And as you can see underneath this initial window, there's all of these directions for first-time users, repeat users, authors, reviewers, and then at the bottom a way to change your username and password. Since we are going to be acting as a first-time user, you read it, you says please click the word register in the navigation bar in the top left. So we're going to do that. It's going to bring you to this page. You can select an option to retrieve your details from the Orchid registry. I do not have that information, and I'm going to create a dummy account for my dog, Ruby. So I'm going to go ahead and start that right now, and I'm going to use a personal email address since I know that information. You click continue. Then it's going to ask you for your login details, so preferred username. Again, I'm just creating something. You create a password for yourself. Now, this is important for when you log in, so you are able to get access and see the progress of your manuscript during the editing process. Again, I'm just making something up. Enter in your title, Dr., Mr., Mrs., or anything similar to that. Telephone number, enter in my cell phone number since I know it by heart. Email address has already been populated from the previous page. Select your preferred contact method, email, fax, postal mail, or telephone. Again, personal information and any other windows you see here. The required information you need to input is the stuff in red as well as the stars. Now again, institution-related information, I'm going to put the Ohio State University Wexner Medical because I know that information by heart. This is a dummy account, but again, as you notice, I started typing in Ohio State University and I started populating all of these options. So we'll do the same for your institution. Let's go ahead and fill the rest of this out quickly. Oops. Select country, addresses for work, home, or other. This is work. Now, the next is very important if you're available as a reviewer, and this is important. If you are already a JAVA reviewer, if you're an AVA member as well as a JAVA reviewer, I have already registered your information and you already have an account. Now, if you were interested in becoming a reviewer, I suggest you click yes, and then you click your personal classifications here, which is your areas of expertise, which again is the same information that is noted on the JAVA reviewer application, which I encourage you to fill out if you're interested in becoming a JAVA reviewer. It is found on the AVA website. The way you add something here is you click the box and you click add, and it's there. But again, I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to click cancel. Then I need to click continue at the bottom here. So confirm the very important information. So your first name, last name, username, email address, country, or region. If you would like, you can read the publisher's data use privacy policy as well as the ARIES privacy policy. And then you have to click this to accept it and then click continue. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to create an account for my dog. So I'm going to exit out of this and come back to this initial screen that everyone saw. This is the screen that you will see after you've already created an account. So you'll come back to this link up top here that's going to be shared in the email as well as subsequent emails and on social media. You enter in your username and password. Now mine is already there because it's saved from Google Chrome. I'm going to click author login. And as my internet loads here, slowly but surely, we're going to walk through submitting a new manuscript. Now ignore this submissions while being processed. That was a dummy one that I did earlier. So you're going to click Submit New Manuscript. It's going to ask you what article type it is. So original article, review, practical use, case study, patient consumer perspective, or letter to the editor. I'm going to do original article. Then it's going to ask you to attach the files. Please provide a single file containing your manuscript now. So I have a dummy file on my desktop of my manuscript. It's just a Word document, and it automatically uploads there. The next things that are required for submission, as you can see in red here, cover letter, title page, and highlights page. You will come over to the item type. So, okay, now I know that I'm going to be uploading my cover letter. You go back to browse, or you can click and drag it there. Click cover letter, wherever it is on your computer. And then that populates green instead of red because you have already submitted it. So that, again, change the title page. I have a dummy title page that uploads there at the bottom, as you see, and then highlights page is my last required information. If you have figures and tables, you can also submit those. As you can see, the item type, figure, table, or supplementary material starts as an appendix, anything like that. So once those are all green, you can come down here and click Proceed. Please enter keywords for your manuscript. So same thing as is submitted in your manuscript, limit 5 words. You click Next, and it asks if you have your submission's area of interest and specialization. This helps me as the editor to allow for finding the proper reviewers for your manuscript. So you add this. It's the same windows as before. I'm just going to select one and click Add. Then click Submit. Click Proceed. And then it's going to come up, it's going to ask you your additional information. It's a little questionnaire. If there's any conflicts of interest, do you have any, is the information under consideration for publication elsewhere? It's just a way of helping me out with the editorial process. And also, does your manuscript contain any copyrighted material? If it doesn't, all you have to do is type no in each one. So that's what I'm going to do. And you click Proceed and go to the next step. If there's any additional comments, maybe you forgot something, or there's another suggestion you would like to make to me, you can add it there. I do not have any for this manuscript submission, so I click Proceed. Now, this information here is automatically populated from your manuscript and your title page. So this full title is way too long, obviously. Its character count is 427 and the limit is 250. So I'm just going to cut that down. And then I'm going to copy and paste a short title down. Well, I'm going to click Next. You got to enter in an abstract. So I'm just going to copy and paste a dummy here. Click Next. Now your information as the corresponding author will automatically come up here on the current authors list. This is very important because you are submitting the article. You are the corresponding author and therefore will be my contact during the review process. If you have any other authors to add, you can do that here by clicking Add Another Author. I do not, so I'm going to click Next, and then it will ask you if you received any funding for your study. You can add that here by clicking Add Funding Source. The next thing, once you have all that finished, you can click PDF for approval. Build PDF for approval, excuse me. Now it says if no actions appear for your submission, which they don't over here in the box, it asks you to please wait a few seconds for the PDF to be built. So it takes a little bit of time, but as you can see, the screen refreshed and has allowed me to see some actions. Now you saw an email that I received. Now, because I am the author of this, I received an email saying that my PDF was built. So you can view the submission and it will automatically download. You have to view it before you approve the submission and submit it. So I downloaded it and opened it up in a new window. And there it is. There's the information. Again, it's very basic. It's not an actual manuscript. So then you go through and you have an option to remove this submission, excuse me, if you don't want to actually submit it, view it again, or you can edit it, or you can approve it. So if I click approve, it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to approve it? Yes, I am. It's submitting. Thank you for approving your manuscript. And then it has the option to go back to the main menu. When that happens, I, as the editor, will receive an email. Right there, as you see, new manuscript is being submitted in the top right. And there was also an email before saying that your manuscript has been submitted. Because I am also the author of this manuscript, that's why I received the email. So anytime you do an action within this system, you will receive an email from Allen Press's editorial manager. So that is how you register a new account, and then you submit a new manuscript as an author. If anyone has any questions, you know how to get a hold of me, and thank you for watching.